Okay, so some of you asked me to do a video about learning Chinese, the process of learning the Chinese language. Let me show you one of my books. This is the book for my writing class. Basically, like I said, it's a writing class. So what you've got here is just sentences, like it tells you the pinyin and you write the things and gives you new characters, their meanings, that kind of stuff. And then eventually, you learn to put them together, into, into stuff that actually has meaning. And as it goes on, you have things like this where you've got kind of a word bank and you have to choose which ones are right and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there's not much to it. The class that I'm really learning some of the most stuff in is my comprehensive Chinese class, and that's just kind of a combination of reading and speaking, not really writing anymore. Here's the book that I'm using right now. It's called A New Chinese Course. We had another one, but I actually finished that book, and it's got topics like that. This is like I thought this means I thought the movie wasn't bad, and it's got the dialogues right here. Me and my teacher read these dialogues right here, and this particular one is about movies, just like I said, expressing opinions about movies. And new words right here. It's got the characters. It's got the part of speech like 动词 verb, 名词 noun, stuff like that. So yeah, it's got all of these right here, and then it's got different phrases and substitutions you can use, stuff like that, to help you better understand the concept. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. We had another book that had pinyin, and pinyin is this right here. It's the romanization of the characters, the pronunciation. And it had all the pinyin and the characters, but I finished that. It was a little too easy. And so yeah, that's the class I'm learning some of the most stuff in. My teacher's got a really good idea. You can tell she's a really experienced teacher, and she knows where I'm at, as far as what my language level is, and she's really got a good feel on how to teach a foreign language, even though this is the first time she's ever taught Chinese to anybody. So props to her. My next class, and one of my harder classes, is my Chinese culture class. This class, we use this book right here, The Ins and Outs of Chinese Culture, and it's in French and English and Chinese. It's mostly in Chinese, but when you have like the word bank, like the new words, it's got explanations in French and English. So sometimes it's nice. Like sometimes I can guess what the French means, and it actually helps me understand better if the English translation is not very good. But basically, what it is the book is all in the Chinese characters, and I have to go in and I have to translate all of these, and I have to understand what it means, like what the grammar is. And the grammar I'm really having a hard time with, because grammar was never my strong point, and I actually have to go back like on the internet and look up what parts of speech actually do what, like what a preposition does and what a adverb is and things like that. So it's a little pathetic, but I learn a lot from this. I'm learning a lot of stuff about the Chinese grammar. And like all the other books, it's got new words, hard words, and then on some of them it's got like the proper nouns, like right here, Italy, Jiangsu, Zhejiang province, things like that. And it's got references to books like Marco Polo and stuff he wrote, things like that. And there's a lot of cool stuff. Beijing famous food, China's famous food, tea leaves, tea culture, marriage customs, and all kinds of stuff. So it's a really good tool for me to use to learn all about Chinese people. My last class that I have is my Chinese listening class, and that's actually, well, it used to be my hardest, but now it may be my Chinese culture class. But I don't know. It's still hard. Chinese. What happens basically in this class? We use this book right here, and we have common sentences, things that are said all the time, And we have new words, of course, and notes about grammar and proper nouns and things like that. You know, names of places and things like that. That's what I mean by proper nouns. And the book came with a CD, and I listened to the things that are on the CD, and it's got exercises, like it'll be a conversation, for example, somebody's at a restaurant trying to order food, asking the waiter to bring, I don't know, bring some beer or things like that, or to, I want 3 hot dishes, 2 cold dishes. I want the Beijing roast duck, one of the most famous foods in China, and things like that. And I listened to that, and I get a good understanding of it. And in class, we listen to them again, and I answer questions about the recordings. And I think it's really hard. Like, you have to listen, like, here's where the answers go. I have to listen and understand the question and the recording, and I choose the answer. And that's all there is to it. So as far as, like, hardcore, I don't know, as far as, like, homework and things like that, it's really pretty light on homework, but because the little homework that I do have to do is in a different language, it just makes it really hard. It's a good process. It's a difficult process. It's very long, but overall, I really enjoy it. When I can finally translate something, and on the first try, I'm like, oh, I got it. That's just a great feeling. And I don't have to sit there for 30 minutes to look up stuff in the dictionary. Okay, let me show you. I'll use my Chinese culture book as an example. How long it will take me to look up one word that I don't know. Okay, so I got my book. There's definitely going to be a character in here that I don't know. So let me just read real quick and find one. Okay, I found one. It's this one right here. Well, I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I'm going to look it up. And the first thing that you have to do is you have to get your dictionary, and they have what's called a radical index. Radicals are components of Chinese characters, and you have to look them up based on the number of strokes and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Just watch, see how long this takes for one character. Okay, so the radical has 4 strokes. And the radical, the radicals are different for every character. So, and they're in different places, so you just kind of have to guess which one is a radical. Okay, it's in number 96, which is under 96. There will be all of the characters in here will have the same radical. Okay, I found the character. It's on page 1195. Now I have to look it up. And one thing about Chinese characters is that almost all characters have different parts of speech attached in. Like one character could be a noun and a verb and an adjective and a preposition. So you have to guess based on context which one it is. Okay, the character is yo, yojio, which is the compound word. So, and that can mean long, time-honored, long-standing, or age-old. So hey, there you go. So now we have the words before it are li shi youjiu, which means long-standing, time-honored history. So that's looking up one character. Each character takes about a minute, or sometimes it's a hard character, 2 minutes to look up for one character. And if you've got something like this, where you don't know maybe like half the characters, oh boy, takes a long time. We've unfortunately reached the end of the video. I will see y'all next time.